Hey guys, how we doing today? Hope that you're out there building some cool stuff. Wanted to go over some builds that I've been working on. We're over on Morpheus again, and if we scroll down to the bottom, we can take a look at some of the featured projects. So let's have a look today at the AI ROI calculator. So I'm going to flip over to the other screen here, and this is a build that I've done in Bolt. Bolt's kind of my tool of choice right now. I have used Lovable. I like that as well, but I like Bolt. I've sat in on their office hours. I think it's a good team. They've raised a bunch of cash, and they just seem like good people. Not to take anything away from the Lovable people. I just haven't used it enough to really give it an apples to apples comparison. But if we look at this, this is an AI automation ROI calculator, just as it sounds. And to start, we've got some, kind of nice little pretty things going on. We've got our dark mode up in the upper right. When I was finished this build, I simply said to Bolt, please make it prettier. And it did. It added some nice little gradient blurs in the background. It added cool charts. I did play with those a little. And we've got this cool little particle effect in the background. And I think it looks pretty good. So I'll flip back over to the light mode because it's not really dark at the moment where we're going to go to sleep. But this here is using Bolt, as I mentioned. We've got Google AI Studio API as well as an API from Glassdoor. So what we're looking at is the ability to look at various roles where we click and we can choose various types of roles from administrative, basic consultation, customer service, information services, sales and support, legal services, accounting and finance, human resources, insurance, or a custom role. So let's have a look here and think, let's look at underwriting assistant. So we select that, and what it does is it then tells us, this is the average salary. It's got low, medium, and high. Usually grabs the median salary right off the bat. Usually puts in people at 40 hours per week, so you can play with that if that's more or less, of course. And then it talks about various things that could be common tasks in this role, basic underwriting. 30 hours a week doing preliminary underwriting analysis. So it says out of the gates, 70% of that has good, strong automation potential. And it's not so much that we want to automate people out of a job. It's more automating the busy work. Who likes busy work? I don't like busy work. I don't want to do repetitive things over and over and over again when I can get something to do the work for me and get the outputs that I'm looking for. So we've started off, we've got the performing preliminary underwriting analysis. You can click this and it'll give you a different task. We'll do that afterwards. But it shows somebody spending about 30 hours a week here. About 70% of the task can be automated. If you don't agree with that, then move the slider to what you think could be automated. But we'll just keep this at 70% for the moment. And we're going to hit run. So we'll hit click and let it analyze and bring up some outputs on what the types of cost savings we could get from automating these tasks. So there we go. It's pulled up the results. It says underwriting assistant can leverage AI and machine learning models to automate preliminary underwriting analysis by extracting data, various sources, identifying patterns, calculating risk scores, and making recommendations. So it boosted it up a little bit to 80% for automation potential. And look at that. We've got the rationale behind it, why it thinks that it can automate these tasks. And then it gives us a rollout step, gathering the historical documents, being able to develop machine learning models, train the models to use the prepared data, evaluate the validated and performance of the models, and then integrate the models into underwriting workflow to support the underwriters. Scroll down a little farther, and we start to see, okay, on a monthly basis, we could be saving about $1,000 for tasks that are tedious and boring and nobody wants to do. So over the year, that's getting close to $13,000. Over 6 years, close to $65,000. And that's a pretty significant savings, right? So we're starting to see the gross savings, the AI investment, the net savings. Whoops, I gotta show that line a little clearer. So we've got the gross savings up here. Then we've got the AI investments and the net savings down at the bottom. So, the AI investment portion, of course, that can be somewhat flexible based on the build and how we go about it. But I wanted to share this build with you because I think that it can be quite a useful tool for people that are setting up their agency and they want to show the value of what automation tools can do. So that's the AI automation ROI calculator. If anybody has a better name for this, I am all ears because it's a bit of a tongue twister. And if you guys want to see anything else built in particular, whether that's automations, whether that is web applications, voice agents for specific industries, let me know down in the comments and I can work on doing a build and we'll go from there. So thanks for tuning in, guys. I appreciate you and good luck on your builds. Now is the time to build. I am not a technical person and I'm inspired by people out there doing good builds and are also not technical people and are really doing good work. So that's all for today, guys.